So Georgia is up 14-0 on Auburn at halftime. It should be 17-0, but Georgia missed a field goal. I'm going to tell you, I'm very impressed with our running game today. And I don't care, you can tell me Auburn don't have a good defensive line. Their defensive line ain't that good. But I'm impressed with our running game. What I'm not impressed with is the play calling. Stetson Bennett threw right into triple coverage to Brock Bowers. Overthrows Brock Bowers going down the sideline, which that could have been a touchdown if he had called it. If he could have called it, would have ran it straight into the end zone. Why? You have the ball, a minute and something left. You're on about the 50-yard line. And instead of running the ball a few times to get in field goal range, run the clock down, kick a field goal, and make it 17-0, you decide to throw it every time. And you missed all 3 times. And then you got to punt the ball back to Auburn. I'm going to tell you, Kirby Smart, Todd Monken, and I know it's on Kirby Smart too, this play calling, and I'll say it again, is piss poor. We've probably only completed 2 passes the whole game. Now, Kirby Smart is wanting to play smash mouth football. I don't get it. I am lost and confused. What happened to the plays that you was running weeks ago? These end arounds with Brock Bowers. I don't get it. Why is it every time plays work and you're scoring off of them, you stop doing them? And I can tell you another thing, Kirby Smart and Todd Monken needs to get out of his playbook and shit can it, is that screen pass to wide receivers or screen passes to the running backs, because it ain't working. I don't know how many times we've tried that play today and it hadn't worked yet. I don't get it. You're only up 14-0 at home against Auburn. Obviously, Kirby Smart and this coaching staff didn't prepare these players or get them ready once again. Because our offense, even though we're running the ball great, we probably already have 100-something yards rushing. The offense looks like trash. And I can tell you, you're not beating Tennessee, Florida, and Kentucky playing like this. There's no way. You're barely beating Auburn 14-0, and you can't even score in the first quarter, much alone a field goal. Defense is playing pretty good. The defense holds Auburn, gets the ball back for the offense, and the offense can't even move the ball. Can't hardly do nothing. So now, Kirby Smart and Todd Monken is pretty much making us one-dimensional, running the ball, because Stetson Bennett can't pass the ball. Once again, just like last Saturday, this game is starting to get embarrassing to watch. It is starting to get embarrassing and pitiful to watch how Kirby Smart and this coaching staff is coaching. Does Todd Monken don't have any other plays in his playbook? Maybe it's time to get a new offensive coordinator in here that can actually call plays. We've probably passed the ball 4 times between 2 quarters. This offense gets me. I don't know how you go from playing lights out your first game of the season, your 3rd game of the season, and then all of a sudden you fall apart. The other 3 or other 2, it looks like to me Georgia's getting back in their old ways again, where they can't score in the first 2 quarters or first quarter. It takes them 2 halves. I said 2 halves, and it takes them to the second half to actually start doing something. Is Kirby Smart lost his touch or his coaching ability? They paying him all this money, and you're coaching like this. You're not even playing like a national championship team. Not even coaching like a coach that just won the national championship, and you still have the talent. Pitiful. Kendall Milton's out the rest of the game with a groin injury, but I'm not worried about it. Look what Branson Robertson, the freshman's done. Look what Dejon Edwards has done. If I was the coaching staff from here on out, I would stick with Dejon Edwards and Branson Robertson. Here we go once again. Almost embarrassing to watch the game. Pretty much already know what play they're going to do, just like you used to. You already know what play they're going to do because they've done the same play all game, and that's run the ball. I guess the game against Missouri didn't wake this coaching staff up. Didn't wake Kirby Smart up. I guess they're still stuck in Missouri. Because once again, the team does not show up. The defense has a little bit. And I know Lad McConkey returned a punt for about 30-something yards. But here we go. Luckily, he recovered, but he fumbled the ball again on a punt return. It's almost time for him to be benched. Why isn't Kearis Jackson back there returning punts? When Lad McConkey fumbled that ball on that punt return, why didn't Kirby Smart decide to bench him and put Kearis Jackson in? Don't get that neither. What else can I go on about? What else can I talk about? Neither tight end has caught the ball but one time apiece. Darnell Washington's had the ball in his hands one time, and I think Brock Bowers had it in his hands one time. Other than that, I hadn't seen them any. Down in the red zone, and you run the ball every time instead of trying to make a pass to a tight end. Mind-boggling how Kirby Smart and Todd Monken calls plays. And I can tell you, like I said, you keep calling plays like this and you keep playing this way, you're not beating Tennessee. You're not beating Florida. You're not beating Kentucky. You're not beating Mississippi State. The defense is finally showing pressure to the quarterback. But instead of letting him get outside the pocket and run upfield or run straight up the middle upfield, we need to contain him. We need to put him on the ground in the backfield. I tell you what, Georgia gets balls second half. And I sure hope they come out and play better than what they did the first half in the second half. You're struggling against Auburn. Maybe you don't deserve to be number 2. Maybe you need to move on down the rankings because you're not showing no fight in these ball games. We'll see if Georgia comes out and plays better on offense second half. We need to start getting our receivers the ball. We need to stop turning into a one-dimensional team. This is getting ridiculous to sit here and watch this team play like this. I figured after the Missouri game, they would have woke up smelt the roses or coffee, whatever, and actually played a lot better than what they have today. Like I said, the defense is playing pretty good. The offense is struggling to pass the ball. You only got 14 points against Auburn. Offensive line is actually holding up pretty good against Auburn's defensive line. They hadn't sacked Bennett one time. They hadn't really got pressure to him. Maybe except for one time. Second half, the play calling's got to get better on the offensive side of the ball, period. This is almost getting to be a shame again. Where's the high fives and the high energy Kirby Smart used to have when the defense stopped the offense? Kirby Smart jumps up against them, high fives them, and all that. You don't see that no more. I'm not gonna make this video too long because the game's getting ready to come back on, but Georgia needs to make some changes second half. They need to start putting this game away and start scoring points. Georgia needs to start getting turnovers. Now they got one because Ashford fumbled. Running up the middle, down the field, and he drops the ball, and we recovered it. It might take some turnovers to score some more points because it seems like to me the offense can't. So 14-0 Georgia at half. Y'all be sure to like, subscribe, and share if you hadn't subscribed already. Appreciate everybody watching my videos and my channel. Like always, win, lose, or tie, I'm a dog fan till the day I die. Go Dogs.